for this month, we have updates from sales, marketing, and product team. So let's get started with the updates from funnels and surveys, and you will be hearing from all of these teams here: social planner, email marketing, template library, blogs, payments, affiliate manager, and the reporting team as well. So let's get started with funnels, website, forms, and surveys. So one of the major releases we had in the last quarter is we made the entire backend of our funnel builder and the preview to a completely new framework, which enables us to make it much faster and future-proof, and we'll build a better experience for you guys. And as a result, you got a new text editor, which will also support new features, and it overcame a lot of drawbacks that we had with the previous text editor. We got the new accordion element released, and we also have a blog element to support the blogging feature as well. And you can see they have better organized menus. So we tend to take it forward like for other new elements that we build, and also migrate the existing ones to such a format for a better user experience there. So yeah, here are some of the highlights. You can see there is a refresh from the old and the new builder, and you have the old text editor with the new text editor, the FAQ element and blog element. So all of this are available for you to use in production. So yeah, please let us know how it's working. And the page improvements is something that is a result of the entire shift to a new framework. So we are doing really good on the desktop side and the mobile. For the mobile page speed, we are working on it to improve it for even further. So if you get better page speeds, Google ranks your page better, which means your SEO works better and you get more conversion. So we're working on improving the mobile page speed. We'll be there in a couple of months for sure. And some of the recent releases that happened in the past 1 or 2 weeks is we have the cart mode now, along with multiple quantities that you can select, which means that a customer can purchase multiple products, different products from you, and also purchase multiple quantities of those different products. So this is taking us one step closer to e-commerce. And we have another exciting feature, the hosted video option. So this reduces your dependency on other streaming platforms such as YouTube, Vimeo, Vistia, or you name it. So now you can host your videos directly to high level and use it in your funnels. It will stream in different qualities. It gives you control over how your player looks when it actually loads on the page. And along with that, there is another exciting thing here that we have done is like it allows you to track how much percentage or percentage a lead has watched the video. So this gives you an information of how interested they are in what you're showing and what they're seeing. And based on how much they've watched, you can trigger your workflows. So you can see the trigger option here from the workflows, and you can run any campaign, you can tag them, you can bucket them, whatever you want. Your options are unlimited from that point. And so we have introduced quantity in the funnel stats and also the average cart value. And for the items that are coming in Q4 that we are currently working on, we have a media slider, which is one of the highly requested items. I'll show you a glimpse of that shortly. And we have bringing better customization capabilities for forms and surveys through the form and survey builder. We have an evergreen timer. So this timer is basically a recurring timer that will peg to day of a week, day of a month. So this allows you to run your promotions automatically. You don't have to go and reset it every time. It will auto reset for you. And there is an Instagram element which you will building to showcase your Instagram feed. And we are bringing you more embedding options for forms and surveys, which also I will show you shortly now. We are having blog category and working on image compression. So that will improve the mobile speed greatly. And we have the social media follow and share elements coming up. And we're also planning to give you an option to disable forms and surveys based on account or the number of submissions that have been received, or you can set it like after a particular date if you don't want to run a survey or form, that you can do that as well. So yeah, this is how the media slider is going to look like. You can have a lot of predefined styles in them. You got multiple layouts that you can choose from. You can customize it in every way possible. There is foreground and background media, which means that you can have a background as a video, and top of that, you can have your product. And we're also trying to bring a quick start guide. So this will basically allow you to quickly create your slider without thinking, going step by step. You can get started fast. And another exciting thing here is the pop-up forms. We're almost there. We'll be releasing it in a week or two. So what you can see here is like the new embed option allows you to embed your forms that you create in high level as like a sticky sidebar, let's say, or a polite slide in or a pop-up onto any external site. But the best part is that you can control the behavior of it. That is, you can say when this form has to be shown. That is after I scroll 50% of my page, or after the person stayed on my page for a few seconds, or you can just ask them to show all the time. And also you can minimize them, which means that once you minimize it, it'll go like this and your forms are always there. It's never disappearing. And you can also activate it and deactivate it based on the number of visits, which means that when a visitor comes for the first time, you want to show a particular form, and when they come for the second time, you want to show them a different offer, so you show a different form. So which means that you'll deactivate the first one and you can show the second one. So this will allow you to run even show your coupons that we introduced on other sites like Shopify, let's say. So yeah, so these are the updates that are coming up in this quarter for you. And that's it from forms and surveys.
Awesome. I'm so excited for those pop-up forms, Barath. They look amazing.
Wait, can I ask a question about forms?
No, don't let that Steve guy talk. He's terrible. Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Okay, just two quick questions about what he said. First of all, I think this is all awesome. You guys are doing a great job. Question number one, in regards to tracking the video, I take it that that's got to be a hosted video inside of High Level.
Yep. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And why wouldn't it be is the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, second question is, I noticed on that last slide, you had shown that you can embed, there you go. If you note on the forms themselves, they're just white with plain. Is there ever going to be a time when are the forms, is the form element for design going to be updated?
Yep. That's coming up this quarter. We are bringing in more option to improve how the forms are being made. So
awesome.
Yeah, they'll go hand in hand with whatever update we are giving with this.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Barath, will you be able to embed these V1 pop-ups outside of High Level?
Yep, we can.
Awesome. So imagine that. Shopify, WordPress, High Level sites, doesn't matter. We've got you covered on the capture. Awesome job, Barath.
Thanks, Jace. Thank you, guys. Next up, Pooja. Pooja will take over for Social Planner.
Can you enable screen sharing?
Yes, please take over.
Thank you. So hi everyone. So first, let me get started with Social Planner. So with Social Planner, these are the things that we have released in last quarter. With that, we say that, inside Social Planner, we have now Facebook new experience, then Twitter profile, then LinkedIn pages and profile. Then today we provide grouping of social accounts. So for example, you have an account inside which you have 5-6 social connected. You want to group them together so that, when you're creating your post, you don't want to go and click on each one of them. You just want to group them, click once, and then start creating your post. So that's the grouping feature that we launch. Then notification for expired accounts. So for example, if your account has got expired, the token has gone out, then, you want to come back and again reconnect it. For that, we have provided a notification center, which you can get notified. And you can get to know, if someone else inside your team also wants to get notified whenever the accounts go off, you can mention over there all your teammates. Then you can create posts with multimedia formats. Like today we allow carousel with images, in which you can add videos, images, GIF all together with all increased spaces that we allow inside media library. Then today we launched Social Planner CSV, inside which you can create bulk scheduling of post. So in which you can create a CSV, just upload it out, choose the socials, and then review the content that's there. And once you click import post, it will get created inside your social calendar. Same thing goes for snapshot. You just need to create a CSV inside the child location, and it will get replicated inside your parent location on basis of your snapshot push. Then we have created a social planner done for you calendar in means of template library, which is only visible to agency admin and agency users. So they can just repurpose the content that's been provided over there. Then few stats which are more relevant to Q3. We have seen a significant growth in people using Facebook as a main medium for sharing the post and getting the engagement. Followed by that, GMB, Instagram, LinkedIn, We also have Twitter, but Twitter recently got launched, so it's still growing up to get the stats. And then like followed by that, we are also going to have TikTok as well as like stories and reels inside like Social Planner. Some of the things like which keep like, which is like one of the things that we found like on month basis, like all the Social Planner posts are growing like eventually towards like, people have started to use, and we are seeing like a good growth inside like Social Planner with published posts. Then this is like the recent launch that we did recently, which was like the CSV import part, where you go click new post. Over there will be an option to create a CSV upload. Go over there, upload your CSV with a predefined like format, choose the socials, and then it will come where you will be able to review the content. So if there are any mistakes, then if you want to again like rechange anything inside like the post, just hit on expand, and you'll be able to change those things out. Click on import post, and like all your posts will go inside your calendar. Then things that we are planned up for like Q4. One of the things that we are currently working on is the TikTok posting. Then followed by that, Instagram stories and reel. After that, approval flow, which will allow like a user to send it to another user for approval, and then it will get out inside your calendar. Then the next thing is reconnect enhancement. We wanted to improvise the whole experience of people coming and connecting their account and then start using. And if there are expired tokens, then they should get notified about it. And when they come to reconnect, then they should be knowing that this is the person who connected last time with the perfect permissions. So that is the best way we want to enhance the whole reconnect enhancement. Then we want to add custom variables inside like social posts, so they can come create like with variables, so that it will just pick up all the input values when creating, and this will help out when they are sending it to snapshots and different places. Yep. Then we are going to allow internal notes, which will allow like users to communicate with as a placeholder discussion. Then we are going to allow like image and a video editor, where today if there are errors on your images and video, like you need to go out to other platforms and make the changes and come back to Social Planner. Instead of that, we are going to provide like an image and a video editor over there only, which will allow you to create your posts and videos. Then we'll allow grouping of hashtag. This is something that it is already done, and we are just testing it out. It will come out soon. Then next is emails. Inside emails, this is what we have done last. We introduced like email templates and campaigns. We brought in search and folder. Then we had like HTML, all the HTML emails were moved to email templates. Then we allowed like people who had like an ongoing campaign, they can like, if you have sent out a campaign and you want to make some minor changes to your campaign, then this is possible with our email campaign today with our update content button. Then you can see like more statistics about your email campaign. Then there are options to hide certain elements inside like mobile and desktop. Then there is mobile formatting, which you can do like just to make it look pretty inside when someone really gets some email inside their phone. Then we today allow like importing of email templates from MailChimp and ActiveCampaign, and soon we'll be expanding it to more. Then we allow advanced condition on smart list and tags. Followed by that, we are doing right now, this is the plan which we have done for like Q4, which is like we want to allow users to do the A/B testing. That's our main work, and we are working on that right now. Then we want to allow like users to choose like multiple smart lists for one campaign, and as well as tags too. Then we want to allow like a ROI calculator over there. Like if someone sends out a campaign, and if they want to know like, how many people clicked over there and made a purchase, then this is the best way they will be able to get the data about it. Then improved email reporting. So that's like the overall goal, where people should be able to know like how their engagement reaction from a particular campaign is getting. Then we want to improvise the whole email builder text editor. So that is something that we have planned out, in which like you'll get an inline editor with like a lot more changes than what we used to provide inside like a text editor area. Then importing from other platforms, that's like one of the things, and we'll be definitely looking to add like more over there. Then we want to add FAQ and accordion inside like email builder. And then we want to allow users to attribute each and every campaign that they are running with UTM parameters, so that they get to know like which contact got created with a particular email campaign. And these are few designs from our email A/B test, and this is how it looks. Then next,
Pooja, this is amazing. I'm seeing a bunch of questions regarding what we just covered. So if you guys have questions like that you came in with, let's save them till the end of the presentation, and then you can paste them in there, and we'll start from there. but I think it makes sense to kind of cover the questions about what we're seeing as we go. So there were a few good ones about Social Planner, Pooja. First of all, hopefully everybody understands the power of CSV. So you could create like a year's worth of social media content for your niche and then just instantly deliver it to every new client you get. I mean, talk about a huge value add.
And I would leave those slides up, Pooja, by the way, because Chase will probably refer to some of them.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah, good call. One question I saw that from Joe is a great one because I know we've talked about it, Pooja. There are certain social media publishing apps that allow you to kind of like loop the content. Do we have a plan for, I want this post to recur every month or 3 months or something like that?
Yes, they are on plans. We want to allow like recycling, then auto scheduling, all of those things like that is there in the plan. We are just finishing up with all the socials, basic other features, and then we'll pick that up for sure.
Okay,
cool.
So yeah, thank you for clarifying that. I just want to jump in there and like really underscore the importance of that, like just to not be forgotten, because we from our end particularly really use that feature. It doesn't go to say we recycle or we reuse every piece of content, but we have found out that very often, as we all know probably here, a piece of content will be served only to a small portion of the audience. And
sure.
When you take that same piece of content and you repost it, even the people that saw it multiple times, it doesn't matter because you're just, they don't even realize it that they've seen it multiple times. And so that's actually, when it doesn't come to time sensitive things, that's actually has been a very, very important part of our social media strategy to offer for our clients. And, so far, our experience with your social media planner has been awesome. And the only reason why we haven't taken every single one of our clients from social pilot and put it into high level has been just only because of that, because we don't have the capacity to keep a library and then be able to repurpose those older posts essentially.
The other big thing just to note on this is we're starting to look at AI content creation for Q1. And so it'll be interesting over time how this plays into social media strategy, because I think the purpose of the recycling is just because, like you said, right, most people don't see it and all that, but the search engines certainly see it. And so they know duplicative content from not duplicative content. And so I wonder if it would be better to, as the years go on, if it'll be better to not recycle existing content, but just to spin up new content that's sort of around the same subject matter.
Well,
and
to
use
your
AI to kind of do it.
To your point, Sean, one of the things that we do with that recycled content is that my team will pull up stats and they'll see which ones were the ones that we're most engaged with. Right. And so maybe that's something that the AI could be based on, going in.
There you go. See, there's where my question was leading is, what you do today for the reason you do it today may not be what you would want to do in the future. Like you said, it'd almost be better to be like, hey, write me another blog article based on this blog article, or write me another social media post based on this social media post, because we know that this topic area is really interesting. And honestly, in time, you can almost automate all of that, right? So you could sort of hone in your content creation around that automatically.
Yeah, 100%.
Not only that, there's the color and the logo and the branding aspect that would be so easy through AI. And I'm already using tools doing that, and clients love it. They just love it. So
it's good stuff. That's good stuff.
The other thing I wanted to point out, hopefully you guys
today, can't you just use the CSV import? Like you create all of the posts, even if you're going to have that same post go out in 2 or 3 months, you just load all of that up into a CSV and upload it, right?
You probably could do that, sure.
Right, but I mean, imagine you have a landscaper, right? And you have 10 landscaper companies. Each of them has different color, logo, branding. Now I have to go and take 50 or 100 steps instead of using software where I just have to figure out 3 months of actual content, and then it shoots out all the images and branding and colors, and that's a ton of time, whether you're paying someone or not.
So I was referring to Joe's original question about repurposing or reposting the content, right? That can be done with the CSV import today.
No, yeah, but it's not really the same. Once you've actually used something like Social Pilot, Varun, you'll see exactly what I mean. Like it, having to actually like go through and then export all of the ones and then take them into a CSV file. It doesn't have the same power because you're not going to just a visualization of it and everything. It's just, the CSV is a great feature, but I don't think it's one that really bleeds over into the component of and this is why I'm bringing it up, because I just want to really underscore to you guys the importance for us of
Yeah,
actually,
Joe, I'm right there with you. So we've used tools like what is it, Meet Edward in the past, where it's kind of like,
Yeah.
hey,
that's who we
on
had before Social
Tuesdays,
Pilot. Yep.
grab a post from this bucket of category and,
Yep.
and randomize it. So yeah, super
Exactly.
powerful.
Yeah.
The other really powerful thing that I saw in there, I hope you guys saw, was Reels. So
Yeah.
you guys know how
Yeah.
Reels work, right? You
That's a
can't
big
actually
deal.
automate them. But
Yep.
now you're going to get a notification in the Lead Connector app, and you just hit approve, and it's going to publish the reel. So that's I know that's been a ton of hard work from the team, but we're super excited to see that roll out.
That's
What about
fantastic.
What about engagement? The ability to reply to comments and stuff and all that right inside the platform. I know Vendasta does that. Publer, not sure if that even does it now. But is there any plans for that, to be able to interact actually with the people that are on the Facebook posts that have interacted with posts?
So those that is in our plans, but we'll finish first with all the social planner, like minimalistic things, and then beyond that, we'll be expanding to the engagement part of it.
Yeah, my plan there is to try to bring that into the conversations flow, because they are essentially conversations, right?
Interesting.
And then also being able to automate a lot of the replies, because a lot of that, there's a lot of automation there too. People will be like, comment down below if you want my link, my whatever, my white paper, my this or that, right? And then a lot of the marketing stuff is there. And then not on the manual side, I think it's just about another version of conversations, right? Because someone's saying like, oh, great post, does that come in orange, right? Like you want your internal team to be able to jump in on that.
That makes sense. I mean, I have a team that posts social media for me outside of high level, but I would love then the ability of the interaction that occurs after the posting to be able to jump. Yeah. They could jump into their platform and manage.
I would love for them to use high level to post your stuff too.
Yeah, so well, just that the company, it's part of the service. They already use another tool. So, but the engagement piece would be really cool at that point, so the customer can jump in.
Yep, I agree. Place. Yeah, so we will put engagement. Engagement's absolutely on the list. I think to Pooja's credit, her goal is how do we make sure we got TikTok and Reels and everything else sort of out of the way, because the problem is the second you leave off and say, well, we're not doing TikTok, someone's going to say, well, TikTok's huge. What are you doing? You're nuts. So
no, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
all good. I'm just I didn't see that mentioned.
I know that's the rough plan. But
yeah,
I'm
that's cool.
Whoever it is that you use, Glenn, I swear I will get I'll get them someday. Just let them know.
I don't know if you will, because it's too good of a deal. Well, whatever it is, it's okay. It's fine.
Too good of a deal. They're talking about tools, man. Tools.
That's true.
What better tool deal out there in the universe exists besides us?
I'll go offline with you. I'll go offline with you another time. Yeah.
And actually, I'll go as far as to say this: they're either going to use us, or someone else is going to put them out of business. So just tell them they got a choice.
Sean, are you going to connect into MySpace? Is that what you're going to?
God, no.
There you go.
Although, I mean, going back into, although to be fair to MySpace, I think that was a much happier, nicer world.
Yes.
Back in the day.
No doubt.
It's an angry world today. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
MySpace
I actually saw.
Amen to that.
Yes.
I saw that one of the social media networks is going to allow you to set a song on your profile, which is a direct rip off of the MySpace days, right?
Yeah, where you can have little unicorns in the background. And
yeah, man.
Play Pink Floyd.
MySpace is still kicking for the record. So if anybody wants to bring it back, it's still online.
Scaring me. I just had a birthday. It was scaring me now. Okay.
All right, let's keep trucking. Ken, yes, we did a mad rush to get all those templates loaded up so that we could, give you guys as many as we could at launch, and some of them did get the wires crossed there. So we are going back through all of them, cleaning them up, making sure they're categorized correctly, and we'll have that cleaned up shortly for you. Okay, cool. Did we have any questions about the new email stuff, which is awesome? A/B testing. some stuff I didn't even know you could do, like accordions and stuff inside of email. That's going to be
Amazing.
insane.
What about CC, BCC, like those things in email that we've always talked about?
Yep, on the list. For this
Okay.
quarter, different team though.
For this
The
quarter?
CRM team is taking care of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this quarter, correct.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
And by the way, anybody on my team, if I say anything wrong, please feel free to correct me in public.
Cool. All right, Pooja, I think you're good to go.
Yay, Pooja.
Awesome. So next thing is like we have released template library, which is more like a easy way to get started. Like, if you've created like locations, you just want to dump the content and get started with things so that, you are repurposing your content and not creating every time. So like High Level is providing right now with the template library, which allows you to create which allows you to repurpose the content created by High Level and then make changes according to your requirements. So today we provide inside funnels, 317 templates, email 366, website 177, and in social planner 62 packs. So these are the things that we provide, and these are the UIs that you'll be coming across. So this is only visible to anyone who's an agency admin or agency owner, and then agency user, sorry. And then we are going to expand it to more things where you'll be also be able to contribute your content and run it across your different locations. So that is how we are expanding it. Today we are over here where we provide you'll be able to go through each and every content. Then you'll be able to see a detailed screen where you'll be able to get bit amount of information about that particular template. And then you click on continue, which will allow you to get it loaded inside your particular location. So same thing is done for funnels, website, and emails. There's a bit of a difference for social planner, where you come and you click on any of the packs, you'll be able to see all your posts, click continue, and then you'll be able to select the social, then be able to review them out and get them out inside your social calendar.
So are you saying that you're creating posts in categories that will be set up in templates area that we can just use out of the box if they apply?
Yes.
For social
That's
media,
right.
You're doing that. That's
That's
great.
already live, Glenn. Catch up.
I wasn't at level up, man. I got to catch up.
Just click on new post. There will be an option called social planner templates. You click over there, you'll be able to see all the packs according to categories, tags. You just click on whichever the ones relevant to you. Go over there, you'll be able to see all the posts created inside. Click continue, and then you'll be able to go inside CSV area where you'll be able to select the social, then review it out and get it out inside your social calendar.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Are we supposed to be able to edit the content or put it out exactly as it is?
You will be able to edit. So once you clicked on continue, then you'll be able to go to the CSV area where you click the, you need to choose the socials you want to post it to. And then the very next step is called review and schedule, where you click and you'll be able to get the same screen which you were able to see inside the CSV area. So I'll just bring it back. This is the same screen area which you will be able to click on this expand button, and then you'll be able to even change the content over there, even the images, whichever your team requires to do. Yeah.
Pooja, will we be able to create our own social graphics or social posts and then only allow those to be seen by the customer?
Yep. So that's the roadmap where we are leading towards for template library, where agency owners will also be able to contribute to the space, create it out for their all of the locations, as in for their agency, and then distribute inside different locations. So it will be more like a white labeling strategy where you don't want to show other categories and tags irrelevant to your business, but just show those that are relevant to your business, where you'll have ability to hide those content which you don't want and even contribute over there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. How powerful is that? So you guys will be able to upload your own packs of socials, your own packs of emails, your own funnels, whatever, and then have that baked into your snapshot so that when you roll out a new client account, they've got all of your customized templates ready to go in the library. Super cool.
Good.
Then we released blogs. With blogs, it was a 1st September release, where you go to blogs, you go over there, create your blog post, come to funnels or website, use the blog widget over there. The one difference that we did is we provide commercial blogging. You need to have a different navigation for blogs where you contribute this content, not in you are not required to create a landing page inside which you just add blogs. You need to have a navigation of blog where you add in your blog element and then create the the post. So that way, like you'll be able to manage all your blog posts over there. Yep. Then the things that we have planned out for blogs roadmap is category pages. That is something that we are working on right now. We have already started on it. Then we are going to allow custom code, CSS and HTML inside like blog posts. Then we are going to allow sharing of the particular blog post to social planner, as well as allow you to create like a blog widget. So like, blog widget is something like this, that, you have a landing page, you want to pull in a blog widget over there and just show like, 3 blog posts over there, or like, 6 blog posts. So when they click on it, it opens in a new page. So that is something that we have on plans. Then we want to allow like comment integration. Then we want to allow like, you just add like the RSS URL for which is required for like, blog. And then like whenever a new blog hits like the RSS URL, then we send out an emails to our customers. So that is something that we are planning for Q4. Same thing goes for social share, where we'll allow you to share this content directly to your through a link on Facebook, Instagram, like all different platforms. I guess that's
Very
it
cool.
from.
Can I just drive you back for 1 second? Earlier, a few minutes ago, you were talking about email campaigns and making some updates in the editor and so forth. What about stuff like global headers, global footers, stuff like we used to sing in MailChimp, for example?
Yeah. So those are in plans, but like, it's not going to be a Q4. It will definitely hit in like Q1. That's like our big plan, where you'll be able to save elements, not just header, footer, but like, there will be a lot of content that you'll like to save it, because you don't want to every time come and create those content. So like we'll allow you to set like, sections and elements which you will be able to save these things out. And it will be a bigger part of template library rather than just part of like, email space.
Yeah, because I've been creating a bunch of content, and it's I got to put disclaimers on every template and different things that we're doing all the time, as opposed to universal or global sections and things that we could help manage that with. Okay.
So Glenn, one quick question here. So do you reuse those content or the common sections, reusable sections that you're using across the funnels and websites as well?
Yeah. So for example, I just when I was using MailChimp, which I'm still using in some cases, and I create a template for a customer, or a series 2 or 3 templates that I give them as part of the setup. Then I want to have all the elements that belong to them, as far as their logo, any disclaimer, hours of operation, any kind of thing that's going to be on every single email.
Values for a lot of that now.
I guess I probably could. I'm not oriented to think that way in generating like an HTML email campaign, but I mean, maybe I could. I don't know.
Isn't there already variability anyway? So if you're trying to create scalability in your campaigns, like the disclaimer language.
But the issue is, I also want the customer to be able to do those kinds of things that I don't have to handhold all the time, and to teach them how to use custom value.
But the big deal there, right, is if you have a standardized footer and you push in 40 templates into my account, I can go to one spot, update the custom values in one spot, and change all 40 templates instantly, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're asking for essentially, you're just asking for an email specific customized sort of custom value setup, which, by the way, I will totally do. But this is just sort of something that you can do today, and invariably they'll sort of. I still think there'll be edge cases where even that idea won't hold water. So you can accomplish that today. And what I think is actually it's not even necessarily a workaround. I think you should, if anything, you should be standardizing your designs anyways for most of those email campaigns. So you're just literally trying to take text and swap it. And that's what those custom values are about. So that would be the direction I would recommend that you go in.
And do I have the full formatting capability on content that comes from those values that
you can set the format, I believe, of that text by default in the templates themselves, which you'd want to do anyways.
I'd have to experiment with it then and see if I could do that. Thanks for the input. That's good. I'm not oriented to think that way about that application, but that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm excited about the A/B testing. I saw the rundown and the designs for that today, and it just blew me out of the water. I think it's going to be phenomenal. You want to talk about actually? Oh, and then I threw this at Pooja though. Also resending to people who haven't opened automatically after X hours. I think that was a Mike Cooch recommendation. I really like that one too.
Yes.
So, all right, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
So from my side,
Yeah,
like
Pooja, can you move over to the next one? Okay, I'll share my screen. Hello, everyone. I'll be presenting the updates for payments and invoicing as well as the roadmap. So looking at the recent releases that we made in the previous quarter. So firstly, we enabled the auto payments and recurring invoices via Stripe to always get paid on time. So this basically has three options. You can choose the customer card, a saved card on file, or enter a new card and automatically charge the end customer on the invoice due date. We also have the ability now to send invoices as PDF and record them as manual payments. As Bharat mentioned, we also worked on the cart mode and support for multiple quantities in order form, which enables you to select multiple products as well as multiple quantities in order forms. Also, you can now track all of your text to pay invoicing, calendars, and subscription transactions inside high level. Like previously, they were not part of the transactions page that we have in the payments menu, but now all of these transactions are available inside the transactions page. Also, we made a start towards the subscription page. There is a lot more to be coming in here, but like we introduced the subscription page to track all of your subscriptions, their status and the customer details and all of that. And we also introduced the ability to create coupon codes to be redeemed in order forms for one-time products. Recurring products we'll be working on and they'll be coming soon. So these are the major updates that we made recently in the Q3. Some stats related to payments and invoicing, which I thought can be a good thing to share. So we have currently 63,000 sub accounts using payments since the last 12 months. We have 120,000 products already created in high level. And with the subscriptions page, we see around 85,000 subscriptions which are created on high level. 71,000 invoices have been sent since we launched invoicing in March. And we are recording transactions in 42 currencies and across 163 countries. So this is a great milestone for us, and we'll keep on growing from here. Just a few glimpses of what we have recently released. Like this is the coupons listing page. You have the ability to filter by active, scheduled, or expired coupons, the ability to create a new coupon. This is how the creation of coupon screen looks like. There are two types of coupons, percentage based and fixed discount coupons. You can create, define the start date, and you also have two limiting criterias as of now. You can limit to the total number of times the coupon can be redeemed, as well as attach coupon to specific products on which the coupon can be applied. Yeah, moving on to the next slide. Like these are some images of the cart mode that we enabled, the ability to select multiple products as well as multiple quantities. And you have the ability to select whether or not multiple quantities are to be allowed for a specific main product, and the maximum units per order as well for that main product. Also, this is a screenshot of the auto payments and invoicing. Right when you schedule a recurring template, you have the toggle to enable auto payments. This is on by default. And as I mentioned, there are three abilities, and this is a super awesome way to charge your clients without having a delay or asking them to repay. Yes, coming on to the roadmap that we have planned for Q4. So we are currently in development for payment receive triggers through Stripe, which will provide the ability to channel the trigger by the like using multiple if branches. You can channel this particular trigger based on the source, like where you have received the payments, perform certain if else conditions, use those custom values. So this will be a powerful centralized trigger which you can relate to all of the payments that you are receiving. We'll keep on adding all of the places where payments are being received in high level. Also, we are currently working on alternate payment methods using Stripe. So this will allow you to accept payments using alternate payment methods. Currently, we are accepting only card payments, but what we are working as of now will enable Apple Pay, Google Pay, buy now, pay later options like Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay, bank redirects, and ACH direct debits as well. So this includes bank redirects as well as bank debits. So this is currently in development, and we'll soon release it out in chunks, like in order forms and invoices, as well as in text to pay invoicing. Also, we'll be working on some invoicing enhancements, like sending invoices and workflows is something which is on the ideas board, and we are picking it up next in this quarter. Like you will be able to send invoice to a customer when, let's say, they have marked as show in an appointment, the ability to directly send out an invoice. CC or BCC team members, while you are sending out an invoice, or the end customer members, like you can CC or BCC them. As I mentioned, alternate payment methods are also coming in invoicing. Also, one major thing that we are working on as of now, this is in the planning phase, to provide alternate payment gateways. Authorize.net and NMI is something which has been on list since some time, and in this quarter we are picking it up. The ability, we'll start off with authorize.net. The locations can connect their authorize.net and start accepting payments using this particular gateway, and then we'll move on to NMI as well. Also, we will be working on subscription management. Like as I said that as of now, it's just a list that contains all of the subscriptions. You can view all of your subscriptions, but the ability to cancel a subscription and like manage your subscriptions, you can also do it inside high level. And some refunds is also something which is missing as of now. So we have also planned this in Q4. So these are the upcoming roadmap items that we have for payments and invoicing. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prashant. Hello, everyone. I'm going to present the next few set of products before we wrap up. So since you all are already aware that High Level has been running their own affiliate program for a good few years, and we've been expanding our business and generating more revenue. So we thought, why not create a product for our customers to do the same for their own business, and where they have the functionality to create their own set of campaign and expand their business and generate more revenue. With that thought in mind, we've created a very MVP version of our affiliate manager. So I'm going to quickly show you what we released around the Level Up Day Summit. So you have the functionality to create a campaign and choose your different audiences and commission brackets. You have the option to add and import affiliates. Either you can add it manually or you can upload a CSV there. View your affiliates, view the leads, customers that your affiliates have gotten, review the payouts for individual affiliates, deny the payouts, and export the entire commission bracket for your own tracking purposes. So this is how our affiliate portal looks like. This is your one set place where you can see all your live and post campaigns. You can see the stats around them, the dashboard reporting. Here you can also create your own campaign. So when you go ahead and create your own campaign, you can, like, basic functionalities like put a name, choose the funnel or website where your leads would be landing upon, add your affiliates, choose your payout frequency, like when do you want your affiliates to be paid out, select the commission percentage that you want to extend to your affiliates, and choose the cookie for cookie life of your affiliates within the leads browser. This is your view to see all the affiliates that you have working on your affiliate manager portal. When you double click on any one affiliate, you can see the stats around that affiliate. Also, you can see the list of all the leads, customers, or churned records that they have gotten. You can also dive in into specific metrics as to which campaign did this lead come from, which product have they purchased, how much revenue have they generated for you, and like what's the commission that an affiliate has learned from one of the leads. The last screen here talks about the payout. So there are 4 different statuses here: pending, approved for payout, paid, and denied. So as soon as a sale is made, you see this tab pending gets populated. Here you can review individual affiliates, individual leads. The reason why the screen is there is because sometimes it does happen that a sale was a disputed sale and you want to revoke that. Or maybe an affiliate is again a disputed affiliate and you want to revoke the commissions for them. So you can review all of those, deny a payout. When you deny a payout, they are moved to the denied payout section. If you approve them, they are moved to the approved for payout tab. From the approved for payout tab, you can pull an export of all your affiliates and the owed commissions, take it back to your preferred payment gateway and make the transaction there. Come back to the product and update the payments that you've already made. So once you update the transactions that have already gone up, they get populated in the paid tab. So this is where you can see the individual sale breakdown for every affiliate. So you can also deny payouts at every individual customer level as well. So this is all about how the affiliate manager tab looks like today. For Q4, what we have in plan is the integration with the CRM. Once we have an integration with the CRM, you will have the option to import your contacts into your affiliate manager. You can also create email templates and run campaigns on them. You can also enroll them into workflows. The second major item that we'll be covering as part of Q4 is right now you are restricted to choosing a commission percentage, but we'll also extend the option to put in flat fee commissions as well. And the third item is we are going to modify the payouts tab, where right now the sales get recorded on the first of the next month, but soon you're going to see that payouts pending tab is going to populate as soon as the sale comes in. That is all about affiliate. Before I move to the next product, Tim, I saw your question on the comments. So I believe it gets answered right here, that you will have the CRM integration in place. So you will be able to import your contacts and the cookie that you're talking about, where you said there's a discrepancy. So cookies are getting saved in the leads browser. So your affiliate link won't show up the affiliate ID. It is already taken care of the backend where we are storing the cookies. So that's already taken care.
Okay. I do have a quick question about that. So on the, let's see, the question I had was, we want to migrate over existing affiliate sales and customers and so forth from the tool we're using now, and I don't understand how that'll happen by result of integration with the CRM. Can you explain that a little bit more?
If there's a different tool that you're already using, you can just fetch and export from there, come here and upload your affiliates right here. So your affiliates comes in the portal today, but the leads and all, that's a slightly manual step you'll have to take, where you'll have to map every lead that's in the CRM today to your affiliate. So your affiliates can come in directly, but the leads, they won't be taken care of right now.
So a lead or a customer would have to be added as a contact, and then somehow that'll be able to be linked to the affiliate that brought them in as a customer or a lead?
That's right.
Okay.
Your affiliates will be taken care. But as we wrap up the CRM integration, let me even think about if there's an easier way for you to get this done.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
So silly question, perhaps. This is obviously for us to track people to give us leads as affiliates. Is the same functionality available to our sub accounts, to our customers, to do for their own businesses as well?
Yes, this is a location level feature.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. I'll just move to the next section, which is our agency reporting. So with agency report, like this has been a highly requested feature for a while. With this, you can see a rolled up view of all your locations all in one screen. So if you see the screen right now, you're going to see these are all the locations that you're working with. You can see information around what are the total active users that's working for that location, what are the total appointments, contacts, emails, both inbound and outbound, the calls, what's the average time, average call duration, SMS, GMB, submissions. There's even more around reviews and sentiments. So there is one-stop shop for every metric that you want to track across all your locations. You can also sort this entire list where if you want to see that which location of mine, just a second, which location of mine is making the most number of calls. So you can go here, put a sort and see your location grading as well. You can choose to order them by the top performers or the least performers as well. So that's all about the
Sam, I want to do a quick demo of that, but before we do, I saw a couple other questions regarding the affiliate that I think we should cover while we were there. So one of them was, when can we expect the affiliate portal to be live? That's live now, right? In all accounts?
Yeah, that's correct. It's already live.
No.
Okay.
Affiliate portal is coming later this quarter, but affiliate manager is already there in live.
Got it.
View is the affiliate view is still going to take a while, but the manager is already there.
Yeah,
cool.
So we are targeting probably in like 4 to 6 weeks is what we are looking at for the affiliate portal itself. So sometime during this quarter we will get that out.
And then Pam asked, will we be able to do payments inside the payouts inside of High Level which is a no, right? Because and that's true for most affiliate, like we don't even do our payments from the affiliate program that we use. It goes through Tipalti or whatever. So I think that's just kind of par for the course, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. So I want to take a second to shout out the team that made this roll-up reporting, because I don't know if you guys know how powerful this is, but when I was running an agency, this was the most important call that we did every week. We called it the red light, green light. And now you can do exactly that in high level, right? So if you go up to your agency account and you go to the sub accounts tab, you can come in here and say, all right, well, first you can, decide what columns of data you want to see. But you could say, all right, what's the metric that we feel like is the most efficient leading indicator of success, right? So maybe it's like contacts being added to the sub account. So I could say, all right, filter by contacts and show me the lowest first, because now I can see the accounts that are not getting contacts added into the system. And I can tell my account managers, hey, go double down on these accounts because they are trending downwards. And we can do that with whatever metric we have in here. So, whether it's phone calls, contacts coming into the system, emails being sent, and notice that you can see them in and out. So hopefully you guys have seen this and played with it. If you haven't, I would definitely check it out, because it can save your churn rates by getting ahead of who's, the accounts that are trending in the wrong direction.
Can you share that data with your sub account owner, with the customer?
Yeah. So Chase, you can show the download option. So there is a download icon at the end.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Icon, right?
Oh, okay.
So you can
Now,
download
I
that.
think
so
what
that-
we should show them is the email report, which Sarmist, I'm hoping you're going to talk about.
When you download, can you select which sub account you're downloading? Like if I want to just send one
You could
report
always
to
take
one,
a screenshot, Glenn, in about 10 seconds. Actually,
you could.
a second and a half.
You could. I could also use a
drag and
calculator,
drop it
but
into an email.
yeah, I could also use an abacus or a slide rule,
Man,
but
Clarence,
yeah.
we need to send somebody over to hold your hand. But wait till you see the email, man. The email is going to blow you away.
Okay.
And just one sec. So on the screen, Chase, if you could click on the reports, and this is a great thing that the team that built this did.
Oh yeah,
if you
let me share my screen again.
Yeah, so you will be able to see the detailed reports as well. So if you just click on,
Sharmista has those screenshots. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, awesome.
Oh, all right. Let me send it back to Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, just a second. Let me go back to sharing my screen. So when you click on the reports button right here, you're going to see a detailed graphs and charts around what is the total active users spread across the different time range. Like you can make a selection on the time range that you want to see this data for. Similarly, if you want to see what are the total contacts that have come in, and like what's the frequency of divided by different days and dates. You can also see the total appointments created, the total submissions of the form survey and Facebook lead submissions that you've had. And the last reporting that we have here is the outreach reporting around email, SMS calls, Facebook's GMB and Instagram, both divided by inbound and outbound messages. So here again, you can see that divided by a time range and like go more deep. So these are just the 5 reports that we rolled out very recently, but we do plan to add in more of them. Like I'm going to cover it in the Q4 roadmap just in a bit.
This is awesome.
So,
reports are great. No, it's great to have that stuff.
I have a question, and that is, would it be prudent to maybe have an average across the board for a specific industry within your entire agency?
Yes.
Or even throughout high level?
I would love to even do that throughout high level, but every time we ask you people what your industries are, you freak out on the Facebook group and you're like, I only serve blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you never asked my customers. And you just have a conniption fit and we have to pull it down. So unfortunately, we'd love to give you a lot of this data, but we're going to have to go through a very overarching process of opting in for this because the blowback we get is just ridiculous.
Well, we could at
great
least
idea,
do it
Steve. I'd
via
love to
the,
do that.
I'd
via
like
the
to know-
agency level.
Right. Within my own group of customers,
Sure.
that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be easy to do. Although for the record, we could give a lot of power to a lot of people if we could aggregate the data. There's a lot of people who, I mean, we have insanely large data sets, right? And if we could, and I think this is what we'll do over time is we'll create some kind of opt-in process. but you could imagine a world where we could look at across industries and look at what Facebook ads are performing better or worse. And if you opted in to share the data with us, it's like, anonymizing the data, we'd share it back with you across all the industries and say, hey, look, these are the best performing types of Facebook ads, or the best performing targeting, or the best performing whatever, right? We could do some pretty amazing things that way in the long term.
That's cool.
But I think what we'll do to deal with the freak out effect is just create an opt-in process where people can volunteer. And then if they unvolunteer, we won't bother to ask people industries or other questions, but then you just lose access to the data.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
Yeah. So we've already covered what's there in the current view, the rolled up view across users, contacts, appointments, outreach, forms and surveys. All of this is there in your main view. And when you dive in, you have 5 reports that you can look at. So this is all that we've released in Q3. What's coming out in Q4 is comparison between your reports across location, creating your own custom dashboards. Like, we are going to keep adding in more and more reports. You can choose which reports do you want to see in which dashboard of yours. So that's there. And we are going to also add more detailed reporting around appointments, opportunities, and attribution and source reporting as well. So this is coming out in Q4. There's also another item which is not here in the list, which is our emails that will go out to your locations. So you can customize the frequency of your emails that you want to send out to your location, and we'll give you a view of email template which will be sent to them on a weekly, daily, or a monthly basis, whatever you customize it to be. So this is all about the agency reporting. I'll move into the location reporting. So in location reporting for Q3, we revamped the Google ad reporting. We've also revamped our Facebook ad reporting. We've also added some custom fields for the Facebook conversion APIs. That's all in Q3. These are a few screens. Like in the Google reporting, you can now see definite graphs around impression clicks and conversions. You can also see more information, more stats around every individual entity as well. What we have for Q4 coming up is a revamped attribution reporting, a revamped call reporting. Right now there are 2 ways of adding phone numbers in for call reporting. There's phone number and a number pool. We are going to merge it into one so that it's easier for you to decide what you want to set up. We will also have automatic push to Google conversions, and we're also going to revamp the GA4 in the workflow and also add more custom fields to it. So this is all about our location level reporting. Now, the last one for the day is our Eliza agent platform. So Eliza agent platform was created with a mission where no lead should be left behind. Like, if you are in a business where speed to lead is utmost important to you, then this is a platform for you. So if you're working with, say, 15 plus locations and you're also nurturing leads for your locations, this is one platform that is going to get in all your leads across all the locations in one place, and your agents can one by one tick off every conversation quickly. So this even gives you functionalities where you have keyboard shortcuts to copy paste your custom replies. We are going to give you a set of FAQs for every location which you can quickly refer to and send it across. If you have Zapiers already created where you notify your agents for any inbound text that comes from a lead, you can move away from all of that. And of course, Eliza and high level platforms are totally in sync. Anything that's there in your high level CRM comes to Eliza. Anything that you update on Eliza goes back to your CRM. So all of that is there. If the Eliza platform gets a conversation as soon as your lead sends you an inbound, it gets directly added to your Eliza. But if you want a custom set of contacts to move into Eliza, you can also set up your workflow and push those contacts out into Eliza as well. So this is just trying to qualify who this platform is majorly for. So as I just called out, if you're someone who has a 15 plus location and you take care of nurturing the leads, or if you're in a business where speed to lead is very important for you, or you're someone who does not want to miss out any inbound conversation, so this is where Eliza does come into picture for you. So far, we have 500 plus agents who are working on Eliza, and there are over 1,000 locations where these Eliza agents are working. So far, Eliza has over 2 million conversations that it has nurtured. So this is how the Eliza agent platform looks like. On the right, you have your list of team members along with the locations that they're working with and the conversations that are assigned to them. On your left side is the list of all the locations along with the agent that are working for that location. And you have the functionality to assign and reassign leads out to your agents. Like if you see that there's any agent who has a smaller set of contacts who he is working with, you can reassign so that people are able to quickly respond out to your conversations. This is how the view for the agent looks like. On your left again is all your conversations that have been assigned to you. On the center panel is where you can send out SMS, emails, make a call, do a warm transfer, schedule an appointment. And the panel on the right is all the information that's come from your CRM. There's one section called the FAQs. When you go on the FAQ section, you'll see a list of all the question and answers that your location would have provided you, or you as an Eliza agent, Eliza admin have created for your agents to refer to. So whenever any of your lead happens to ask one of the standard questions which is there in your FAQ, your agent simply needs to do some keyboard shortcuts and send out responses to them. So that functionality is there. For Q4, what's going to come here is the text to pay option. We are also going to provide advanced filtering option on the conversation and search screens. There'll be a rich text editor for FAQs, and currently we allow only one appointment being booked in one slot, but there's been an ask where they want to schedule multiple appointments in one common slot. So that's the last item for Q4. With this, we come to an end for all the lead gen updates.
What about recurring appointments? Managing, like if I have a standing appointment every Wednesday at 3
Out
o'clock.
this quarter.
Okay, but it's coming.
This quarter.
Oh, it's coming this quarter. Oh.
Yeah, out this quarter.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That's my shortcut for it. That feature is coming out this quarter.
Yes, sir. Should I ask the CRM questions yet, or is that not the right time?
I don't know. Somebody else tell me. Who's up next? What's up next?
Yeah, done with the presentation.
Nothing? You good? You're out?
Yes.
All right. Well, then, to be fair to everybody who put questions in the thing, who's running chats?
Cool. I think if you posted a comment that we didn't cover way back at the beginning, you should repost it now and we can go from here, Nico.
Sounds good.
Aha, Tim, that'll teach you for being ahead.
I know, I'm sitting here dumbfounded.
You know what, though? You know what? There's this thing in Zoom I've seen. It's called like Q&A or something. We should probably use that for our next one.
It's only if you do webinars, and if we did webinars, we couldn't all hang out like this.
Oh, what kind of crap is that?
And it frustrates the heck out of users.
Boo,
I've tried
Zoom, boo. All right, well, never mind. What can you do? All
Yeah,
right,
I asked about recurring appointments really early on.
let's rock and roll. Nico, it's all the pressure's on you.
All pressure's on me. Let's do it. First one is from Glenn. And make sure if you guys made a question earlier up, just scroll up, copy it, and paste it so we can get to it. First one again is from Glenn. CRM, creating companies from Gmail and Outlook.
Companies and contacts.
Out this quarter.
Seriously.
Email sync. Yes. Varun's,
Wow.
Look at that smile Varun has on his face. Right now. It's almost
okay.
like he's frozen. But no, that's one of our big quarter. That's our biggest goal for the quarter on the CRM side. Who here is from CRM that can back me up on that?
Yes, that's we are working on that. Yeah.
Does that include contact sync?
Hold on, that's Shah. I want to hear Shah say it. Say
No,
it with me.
Siddharth can take over. Siddharth can take over. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, see, Shah knows better. So Sid, we're good with that, right? You know what we're talking about?
Yes, we are already on top of that, and
right.
that's
Yes.
It's been worked
All
upon.
right, and I got just two more of the same related questions. Like if I'm uploading a list right now from a CSV file and I have like a work phone number, I don't want to upload that necessarily to the phone field because I can't run, SMS from that. So what about managing the multiple phone numbers and tagging which is a default and which is the ones we're going to use, and managing multiple phone numbers for a contact? Cell number, work
Good
number.
question.
Yeah, so Glenn, I think that feature as well, right? So ability to add multiple phone numbers, it's not something which we have for this quarter. And yep, so that's in the roadmap.
Is this quarter or not this quarter? I'm just
This quarter it's in the roadmap for this quarter.
So you'll have actionable multiple phone number fields that are actionable in workflows and dialers and all those things.
Dialers for sure.
Number is going to be the main number that I'm calling someone on, for example, versus a cell number.
Be careful what you say yes to, because Glenn will follow you to your grave.
I've been waiting a long time. I'm very patient.
He said this about the company object too, just so for the record. But yeah, so just be very cautious on what you say yes to on Glenn. We want to get it right. And to Glenn's credit, I mean, he's got good ideas, more or less, and I want to do a good job for him. So just make sure we say yes in the right way, so that way when it comes out, if it's Glenn approved, I know it's going to be good. So
I will sing off the pie. Yeah, and the CRM is the
you won't
bane
attend
of
the
my
annual
existence.
event or watch the video or know what we released, but whatever, he'll be
I will
all
watch
about
the video. I couldn't be there because I don't have enough business to justify the
All right,
expense.
we're going to get you there this year, Glenn, with the CRM features, buddy.
Then I'll be there, and then you'll be sorry.
I will be sorry, but no, I won't. I'll give you a big hug.
I will.
All right,
and I'll say
Sid,
to you.
Sid, what do you got for him?
Yeah, so as said Glenn, so I think in terms of choosing which is the primary phone number and using that for, let's say, dial functions and also for workflows is something what we have, and we're looking to release that for this quarter.
That's a great. Is there any? Would you mind, or can you possibly show me a script? Not I don't mean now today, but I mean, can you show me like a pre-release of what you're doing? Is it possible for me to understand if that's going to solve the problem that I have?
Yeah, it's pretty early stage, Glenn, but I'll connect with you, and I think we'll discuss on this for sure.
Okay. All right. Well,
Awesome.
I mean, those are the big ones: creating contacts and stuff from email, because email is the biggest channel, and then having the ability to action upon multiple phone numbers and multiple emails, for that matter. Being able to actually do things with that data, not just stick it in a custom field and then not be able to do anything with it.
I'd like to know about that too. So
it's huge. I'm a B2B guy. It's just it's totally huge.
I mean, basically, if you let some of us know, I think a lot of people would want to be to that meeting just to understand what you're doing.
Surely.
Yeah, even Sid, what I sent you the other day about the feedback of being able to attach one contact to two companies. Like if I have a regional manager who's supporting multiple locations for a franchise, they need to be attached to multiple businesses, not just one. And we can't even do that today. Now, I know it's a brand new feature. I'm just saying, though, those kinds of things are important. The details in this is really important.
Yeah, and then the good news is we talked about it just this morning, and that was the very first thing on our mind. Like, hey, I mean, I told Sid that you better talk to Glenn and Anna. The very first thing you do as you sort of start to scope this out. So I think he will be on your calendar either this week or next week.
That's great. Thank you. I mean, it's really, again, that's
always
where I live.
Glenn and Anna. Glenn and Anna.
I live in B2B. I live in B2B, so it's very important. Thank you, guys. And great. And by the way, excellent job. Everything. I'm a happy guy. I just need a few more things to make me really happy. But I mean, you guys are just killing it. You're killing it. All you guys are killing it. The GHL team is great.
This product is getting so big, it's almost overwhelming trying to understand it.
You need a manager to manage the product. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Glenn. We appreciate the kind words. Next question we have up is from Yamili. Question is Canva integration for Social Planner or anywhere else in the app?
So that's on our roadmap right now, but like we have not put it out like when we will add it inside like Social Planner and other places. Like it's going to be first Social Planner followed by other products. But like I would just say like, give us some time to figure out when we'll be able to add it out, and then we'll inform for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Pooja. Next one is from Langdon. Will we be able to rearrange the order of calendars anytime soon?
Yeah, it's already actually on beta. So if you go to beta and if you turn on the switch against calendar consolidation, you should have that functionality already. So we're adding a few more features in there. So that's why we kept it in beta. So it's going to be there for a little while longer, but you should be able to use that rearrange feature as soon as you turn it on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next question is a three-part from Derek. Question 1, new shopping cart mode. when will they add the quantity filter or somehow use the quantity amount in the workflow?
Yeah, I think I answered this one. So initially, like this is near completion, but using the quantities in the if-else condition, it was not in the plan. So I answered this that we'll scope this down and we'll get it in the next iteration. But as of now, the quantities are in the custom values, which you can use. But in the if-else conditions, we'll scope this down and have it in the next iteration within this quarter for sure.
Beautiful. The second part of the question is the new custom fields with multiple field values have pay meta bug or a payment bug where you can sort the field value inside the custom field settings. We were told this would be fixed before release, but the bug is still happening.
Yeah, so this was responded, Nico, so we'll look into this for sure.
Awesome. And then the third part is company object. Is there a timeline to release more updates? We need the ability to create and update current hundreds of customers through workflows to both create companies and attach contacts to those new companies.
Yeah, so this is already in development, and we will be releasing this feature sometime this quarter itself.
Can I just ask a follow-up to that, because that's important to me too? So how's that going to work? If I have contacts already created and I have business name in the field populated, are you going to move it from there into the object to create the company? Because I need to know, because as I'm updating new stuff now, what field should I be populating or not populating? Like I don't know how to manage my CSV files today with this new thing in limbo.
Yeah, for the existing ones, the business name will remain as it is, but we will be using that value to create new companies and associate contacts with it.
Okay, so then if I'm uploading CSV files, I should be including company name in the old way I used to do it. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
I wondered that too, Glenn. Good question.
Yeah. Well, just as we make the transition, how do just to make it smooth?
I'm with you.
And how are we going to manage a situation where we have multiple? So I have a triple hierarchy, right? I have a company headquarters, and then I have like branch levels, and so I have like multiple levels. How do we manage that? If I have if you have Starbucks of Queens and Starbucks of Brooklyn and Starbucks of Manhattan.
The problem with Glenn is he only works with massive multinational corporations.
It's all franchise stuff. A lot of it. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's multi-look.
That's a good question though. Like, can a company have a company?
That's what they have as location, but yeah.
Yeah. So just FYI, folks, we're gonna have to add that.
But it's not just franchises. There's a lot of companies that have a lot of spin-off, like one does air purification and the other does something totally different, but related to air cleaning.
Yeah. So that's that's not an, so just like tag that on the roadmap somewhere. So,
Indeed.
Yes.
Call them mega combos or something.
Yep.
Megacorp.
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 Well, and then you have companies. And then you have companies that have completely different corporate identities, right? And they're all still part of a parent company because they bought up a chain or they bought another group of companies. It's like, I know it's a lot of stuff, but
no, I get it. I heard an interview today with the company out of I can't even remember where they're out of, but they run all of the restaurants in the airports and the stadiums all over the place, and all the hotels. I was amazed. I'd never heard of this place, but they're
Marriott Sodexo.
No, they're a family. They're like a family business, quote unquote, or they were. The two sons run it. So $3 billion company though, like 40,000 employees, like a crazy version of this. But yeah, anyways,
those are the Gambinos, right?
Yep. What, Gus?
The Gambinos, they run all that.
Yeah, well, that's true. I think I ate in their Italian restaurant in Dallas last week. Anyways, all right, what's next?
Next one is from Carlos. Native contract sign feature like Panadoc.
Is NASA in the house?
Yes. So yeah, we do have it. We definitely have it in the in our radar. So that is going to be part of our payments and invoicing team deliveries. So what we are thinking is, towards the end of this quarter, we are going to start the product work, and sometime during the next quarter, we will be able to deliver the MVP version of the proposals and contracts. So that's the goal for us.
Awesome. Thanks, NASA. Next question is from Anna. Do we have reoccurring apps or appointments? Sorry.
Yeah, it's currently in development. We are doing it in like 6 phases. The 4th phase is currently being rolled out. It'll be out in a couple of days in beta, in labs, and then you can turn it on, you can play with it for as long as it's there. But we will make it live only after the phase 5, which internally to us means that we will enable the ability for you to send notifications natively from within the calendar settings. So that's really how it's spaced out. But then more or less, it's going to be out fully in its entirety by end of this month. Latest.
That's wonderful news.
Yeah, that's super exciting. Thank you, Anna.
So happy. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one is from Gus, and it's about blogs. Will they be able to be scheduled just as the social planner?
Yes. So blogs will also have that same feature where you'll be able to pick the date and then send it out. So it's going to be there in our plans, and it will get released in this quarter only.
Awesome. Thanks, Gus. Thanks, Pooja. All right, Tim, from first to now kind of almost last. His question is tasks. We need something like a smart list capability to display only pending tasks.
Noted. We'll look into this.
Thank you.
And just to expand on that a little bit, do you want that on the contacts page or do you want that on the tasks page? Where were you looking to filter this?
I was thinking it would be on the tasks page as almost kind of a new kind of smart list.
I see. Can't
hadn't
you already
thought
do
about
that? Like you can filter it on the tasks page.
I'd like to be able to though, go right to it, as a custom button or a custom menu choice. I would like to not have to go there and click on the drop-down status every time.
We would provide you the option to save view, so you can keep it as a pending view or completed view, whichever works for you.
Perfect.
So we'll take that direction. Yeah.
I have a couple of clients that are using tasks, and I get emails at least once a week from them going, "When are you going to fix this?" I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Next one is from Derek. Will you release the authorized.net for order forms, shopping cart payments in the funnels as well?
Yeah, I have answered this. We will be doing that, and he followed up with the timeline. So we are trying it hard to get this within this quarter, by the end of this quarter.
Thematically, though, ecom will be a bigger deal next year. I mean, we will continue to cruise into a full ecom setup. I'm convinced that Shopify doesn't have the brand loyalty that I thought it might, and that most people just want to sell stuff online. If we give you guys the capability to do that, and gals, of course, the capability to do that, then we'll absolutely dominate, and you folks will have no problem getting people to say yes to it. So we'll move more down that continuum in Q1.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
I
Thanks,
just have to
Derek.
say, Pamela, I saw you. I miss you already. I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to give you a big hug. You're amazing.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I know. You're just fantastic. So
You are fantastic.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely. All right. Before I keep crying, what's the next question?
Next question's from Jess. Are we able to export pending tasks or run a report?
The export option is on the roadmap, so we will definitely look into it. For task.
Awesome. Another question from Derek. He asks, with the new contact field layout, can we have an option to auto expand the tag section? Many clients rely on the tags to have a quick glance to a contact. Currently, it collapses by default.
Sure. We'll look into it.
Yes, and when you click in the tags to add tags, please have the list pop up as opposed to having someone know what to start typing to see if that particular tag may or may not be there.
Here.
That's huge because you're duplicating tags all the time.
What we need there is like a different input.
Like modal, just pop something up that has
or like one of the drop downs with search functionality, something like that.
We need to see what's there visually, just then we can pick it.
The only problem, Glenn, unfortunately, this apparently is not your problem, but there are nut jobs out there with 10,000 tags. And so you always have to watch out for the nut jobs.
But that being what's
There you
happening
go.
is
Good job.
being,
See, Tim admits he has a problem.
they're being duplicated now. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing I want to solve for, is not allowing for duplication of tags. And I think that's just an interface issue. Now, the cool part is we have I don't know if any of you have noticed this, but all of the new stuff coming out not only looks amazing, but it looks amazing for a good reason. There's a centralized UI component library that we're putting in place across the whole app, and we're coming back to some of the old stuff to update it, but all the new stuff is on it. And so some of these interface concepts will get worked out with those new components. But I do agree there needs to be a little bit of an update on the tag situation, so it makes it harder for people to dupe. And just, again, like you said, Glenn, just see if something's already there or not.
And also, real quick, permissions on tag creation as well would be huge.
Yeah, Derek's not wrong on that either, because sometimes we want to let our people create tags and sometimes we don't. But Sid, Shah, when you guys, is that already on your roadmap someplace, I imagine?
Yes, so we are going to work on permissions this quarter. Whether that will include tags or not, that's something which I will. It will take some time for us to kind of commit to that, but we'll definitely keep this in mind when we're working on this. Yeah.
I just want to say one thing about tags. I've had most of my customers call me and tell me, thank God they don't have to hit save anymore to save a tag.
Save a tag.
They make that mistake like every day, and they're extremely happy. And they were thanking me for fixing it. And I said, oh, you're welcome.
Yep. So I just, it took me a weekend. I had to really double down, clear
Yeah.
out, and I got it done for you.
Thank you.
Next question is from Steve. Does High Level ever plan to internally develop third-party integrations / APIs that we could use?
Are you? Oh, sorry. Let me watch that word. Are you kidding me? Well, the good, actually though, I love questions like that. Those are like you must be a plant. Here you go. check the
yeah, that was a softball question. That was a softball.
At Level Up Day, we had I had one of our newest affiliates who's also a really cool dude. He's like he asked me this question and I thought I got it right, and then I got off stage. He's like, you totally biffed that question. I just set it up for you and you totally couldn't answer it right. I'm like, that's because you didn't tell me the answer to the question before I got on stage. You got to tell me what you're going to ask and what you want me to say. Like, you got to give me both sides, you see. So he said, all right, next time I'll have your back. So
now here's the question is, are we going to have to develop all of our own APIs?
What does that even mean?
It means like there's third-party softwares out there that have APIs that we need to connect into.
Great.
Yeah, right. So the
go
question.
Do that.
Okay, so you're answering it that we need to create our own APIs.
I mean, I can't do it all. And
you need to do your own hooks.
There actually is a mid-step here, Steve.
There you go.
So we're working on workflow actions, both for the outbound API request and for an inbound catch hook, really replacing that function in Zapier. So what you would do in code, where you can get a webhook into the system, pass the response out of the webhook, take multiple actions, like you could decide on what type of data you received, add a contact, create an opportunity, sync the data back into the external system. The goal is to be able to provide all of that functionality for you inside the workflow. So instead of writing code, you're just building a workflow to build sync between two systems.
Awesome.
So,
and will that include appointments? Because that's the big thing.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we had spoken at the conference, and I appreciate that, Varun.
Yeah,
There's also been talk. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this, but
do it.
Say it.
I have heard folks like Varun and Sean and Shivam talking about some Zapier-like functionality coming.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
That's on this.
Oh my God.
This is on.
Would that be helpful?
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That's kind of what Varun's actually talking about there. So, our goal long-term is we're not gonna, Zapier as a product is huge and it has zillions of connections. But if you look at Zapier or Pabbly or any of the other ones that I've heard about, they all sort of coalesce around the same top 10 connections. And so we're targeting, I think it's Slack and Google Sheets for our first one, plus generics like Post and Get and some of that stuff for people who want to do some of this custom API work. But the idea there is just to keep walking it down. And I really, this is a beautiful example of the 20-80 rule. I think 20% of the integrations do about 80% of the lift.
Right.
So our sort of mission is, is to knock those out. Now, just heads up, there's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more a server sort of stuff in there. So there might be an incremental cost to that, but we'll make it very inexpensive relative to any of the other products out there, as we always do. But my mission would be someone comes to me and says, hey, I cut my Zapier bill in half and I can now, and I don't have to use them anymore. That's kind of our rough mode of transport here, but we'll come out with Slack and whatever the heck Google Sheets. Thank you. First, and then we'll see what the adoption
And
looks like.
to answer the second part of your question, along with those, there will be an create contact, create appointment, all of those actions in the workflow builder. So when you get that catch hook, you will be able to create an appointment within the system. So you can, with most external systems, you're syncing contacts or appointments. So you will be able to build that. The whole goal is how can we pre-build 100 workflow templates, which have sync with all the major CRMs and calendar systems. So you could just load a workflow template in, fill in a few keys, and it's good to go.
And what is your expectation on a time frame on something like that?
This quarter is what we're working towards. And we might be off by a week one way or another, but
wow,
I think
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, I'm happy today then.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve, for the question. Next up we have is Mike. Will we be able to tie an external database to manage product quantities in real time in the shopping cart?
Haven't thought about it yet, but
update quantities in real time in the shopping cart. I mean, like be able to say like, oh, I don't.
Come out.
I thought that's what a shopping cart does. You can say like, no, I want
inventory.
5.
Inventory.
Yeah, inventory.
Update products in inventory and have it.
He's really asking for inventory.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer to that is yes, and that's sort of going to be part of the ecom Q1 push. We'll have to have some kind of quantity because unless you have unlimited amounts of everything, which seems unlikely.
Awesome. We just have a few more questions, guys, so we're going to speed through them. Next one is from Anna. So how do I move my Twilio phone numbers over to high level so they are in compliance? She listed an article that it didn't really explain it, so she needs some help with that.
And Sean, yesterday you were saying I could save 10% by moving over. I want that 10%. I want to move everything over. I'm so sick and tired of Twilio.
So just go and hit
where
the
do I
button.
go?
Go into the
What
Twilio
button?
settings and hit the button. There's a button there. You can't miss it.
Anna, let me just share a help article with you.
Living under a rock, Anna. Living under a rock.
Not at all.
So the same number she has will transfer over. I think that's what she's asking.
Indeed.
See?
How could it be? How could it be any other way?
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
That means someone else doesn't know. So we're all under this
That's
rock.
just Glenn.
Thank
That
you.
doesn't count.
I don't
That
count.
totally counts. If Glenn doesn't
No,
know
it's all
it,
good. You know what? Here's the thing. I've been dropping individual videos, and I'll do more of that today from all the level up features. So don't worry. But that will be my Sean coming at you for Wednesday for the LC phone system and email system. And huge props, by the way, to the team for this, because the insanity level of the work that was put in just to make this thing bulletproof just blew my mind. So that team has done a phenomenal job. Not only do they have to technically implement it, which they did a long time ago, they had to put a bunch of guardrails so that you couldn't get hurt by spammers and scammers and everything else. And they did all that. And then they had to come in and figure out how to move everything over from your existing setup. And they actually doubled down on that. They got the individual move overs working, and then they came back and put a bulk. So you get to benefit from that final step where it's like one click and bulk move. It's pretty phenomenal.
If
Yeah,
we're
and I
already
just
comfortable
got
with
an-
Mailgun, what's the point of moving over though? To
okay,
LC?
I just got an
you-
email from Twilio of one account that has 80 accounts in there, 80 individual sub accounts. There's 5 of them they have a problem with. And 4 of them, the phone number isn't even right. The phone number was already released. So Twilio is itself working off of outdated junk information. But 3 of my clients could potentially be affected, but then they don't even tell you how. I don't even want this nightmare anymore. I never did.
Yeah, so I think the bigger thing that Anna's pointing out is correct, which is, do you really want to manage a Twilio account? If you do, well, then keep it, game on. But if you, for whatever reason, don't want to manage a Twilio account, don't need it, and the only reason you have one is because we crazily pushed you into signing up for one, then time to take that back. And a couple things here, you'll save money, so that's not ever a bad thing. And then 2, you're going to get you don't have to deal with all this A2P 10 DLC. So first of all, when they first came out with A2P 10 DLC, it was already a nightmare enough. But then guess what? Behind the scenes, they've changed all the rules all of a sudden, and half of this quarter is going to get eaten up on having to deal with the new set of rules. And when we went back to Twilio and we're like, okay, are you done yet? They're like, nope, because we don't control any of these stupid rules, and they keep changing them. And so just so you're aware, actually, they're probably going to change another 10 times before the year is out. And
yeah,
so
1 year ago, Shivam was trying
with.
to get us dealing with it and help with everything. And they were constantly changing the dates and rules then. I had to go in and spend all kinds of time. And I really have wanted this to just be off my plate, but I want to be in compliance, of course. So thank you, Shivam and team.
Yeah, good. Can you just mention something about the new email ISP managed stuff too? Are we at the point where the was there an issue with CNAMEs or subdomains or things were shown as MS message sender and not with domains, or some issue was that fixed, or am I totally smoking?
It wasn't an issue. It was a design decision that the lead connector email team took. So lead connector email is available. All agencies can move. There's just one caveat. If you use custom sending domains for yourself or your client, don't move just yet. But if you don't use custom sending domains, probably you have just one domain and that is being used for all of your clients, just move today. Our pricing is cheaper than Mailgun. The delivery rates are monitored. So we have a pool of domains that we sort of rotate the email sending load through. So that is one thing. The worst performing domain, and by the way, it depends upon behavior. So let's say you have a client who's only using email to, sort of email back and forth, real customers, real conversations. They are going to be in the pristine, super awesome bucket. And the delivery rate on that is 99%. We always ensure that the delivery rate on that is 99%. And let's say you have a client who is basically, just spamming, and, they basically scrape the list for somewhere. They are not validating it and they're blasting junk. They're going to be on the worst performing bucket. So at the outset, it might feel like that, hey, why are some of my clients on the worst performing bucket? But the reason is it's to protect all of your other clients. So the system is smart enough to sort of do that on its own. And also, how much can someone spoil a sending domain? We have limits for that as well. So if we notice that, a client is doing an absolute worst job of sending email and they're just going to hurt everyone, we just stop that sub account for 24 hours. For that particular day, basically. So, those emails are going to get stopped. And then we are going to send you, like the agency owners, a notification and say that, hey, one of your clients is trying to do something funny, so that you are aware. And you can just restart tomorrow morning again, like a fresh start. So all of these systems, sorry for taking up the time, but all of these systems are there on the lead connector email. It protects the SaaS agencies. It protects a lot of your large agencies who don't manage clients directly. So yeah. So that's
when is the when will we be able to move over?
For sending them, when
So if you're not using a custom sending domain today, just move over. Just move over already. But if you want to wait for the custom domains to be available for you and your clients, I think it would take us about 10 days to release it. Oh. It's already in QA. We are doing some tests. We're just making sure everything looks good. And 1 week to 10 days, it would be available for everyone.
Right.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Awesome. Next question we have is from Lee. When are we going to update the swag shop with more stuff? I couldn't make it to Dallas with the family things.
So sorry, I can speak to that. We did, I think, make some updates to the swag shop. The one online is fulfilled by like an on-demand company. So oftentimes when we do in-person events, there's like one-off swag that you'll never find again because we use a local printer for that kind of stuff. So if there was something you saw at the event that you want to see in the online store, let us know. We'll try to make that happen. But oftentimes it's different products.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Chase. Next question is from Derek. Which quarter should we expect the auth net for order forms?
Yeah, this has been answered. We're trying it to push by the end of this quarter, or if things go well, by the end of this quarter, it will be available, or early next quarter for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Next one's from Mike. Similar to multi-contacts, for companies with multiple Google business locations, consolidated GMB and analytics reporting would be great. Have to set up multiple companies now. Mike, are you here to expand on that?
Yes, please, Michael, if you can, because there were like too many questions into one.
Sure, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I run a local agency as part of what I do. And I have a lot of local clients that maybe they'll have 3, 4, 5 locations in the city, but they really only have one major sales location. And they're just kind of concerned for an aggregated view of like how many leads we're getting from location A, B, C. Just wondering if there's a way to bring in separate Google My Business listing analytics, but into one dashboard instead of having 2, 3, 4 different sub companies set up for them, just to make it easier. They really only have one CRM that they're using actively for sales for everybody. They're not using 3 locations, for example, but we have to do 3 locations so they can look at the reporting. So,
yeah, today we don't have that. So what you're really asking is, can you connect like 3 or 4 GMB accounts in like one sub account, right? And then
that's
have
really
that.
nice. Yeah.
Right. Today we don't have that, but we are talking about it actively. So if you could just put this whole idea up on ideas board, we will. So we have this whole ritual every week. So we will take that up during that and we'll update it over there as well.
You got it. Be glad to do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Next question is from Sean. Is there a plan to allow sorting by last name in contacts?
Even for, Siddharth, do you want to take it?
Yeah. So Sean, for this, do you also mean to say that we want to break it to first name and last name? Because right now what we have is only name on a smart list.
Yeah. Yeah, right now it's by first name, and most people, when they are looking at a list of contacts, they want it by last name. But even if in the search, if we had the ability to actually say start with the letter S and now show me, but right now in search you have to put a full last name to get the results.
Okay. And what are you exactly trying to accomplish here, Sean? Just to getting a context on like what would you be using this for specifically? We can make this happen. Just curious on where you're deploying this.
Yeah, no, it's just a matter of when you have all of your contacts and you're trying to find, you think about your contact list on your phone and you have them sorted by last name, and you want to find everybody that's a Peterson or whatever. Or maybe like Peterson, for example, you don't know exactly how they spell that name. You know it's P-E-T and then something, but you don't know if it's O-R or E-R. And so you need kind of a way to do searches.
Got it. Makes sense. I think we can add it to our list. Yeah, we'll definitely look into this.
That would be great.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean. Let's jump into the last few here. We have Mike. Will one sub account be able to have multiple blog for multiple clients? Just as of now, we can have multiple funnels as websites with multiple domains.
Sorry, Nico, can you repeat it?
Yeah, of course. Will one sub account be able to have multiple blog for multiple clients? Just as now, we can have multiple funnels and websites with multiple domains.
I would say like it is a bit complicated to bring in like, every all of them together, but like this can be achieved through a bit of like you can custom code it out through RSS and everything. But like I would just say like this is not possible right now because like each and every domain, as in like each and every post is associated with a domain, and then bringing together inside like one place, it might get like a bit complicated.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. This is Mike. I just wanted to clarify. So, I have a couple clients who have different brands. Like they might have 1 or 2 brands, and they wanted to like each brand to have its own blog. So if they had like 3 domains, they'd have 1 domain and that would have a blog, and they have a domain and that would have a blog. So that's not possible right now, right?
Yeah, it's not possible. So domains can be like, I would just say like, domain has to be one. But the other thing is like, you can play around the category pages through which like you'll be able to bring things together. But I would say like having a different domains won't work out with like, blogs feature.
Got it. Thank you. So the solution for that would probably be no, actually no, WordPress wouldn't work. Follow up. I'm sorry, just brought up. Would there be any chance we'd be able to have multiple WordPress instances in one account, or is that also off the table?
Shivam, can you take it up?
Yes, I can take it up. Okay, so please don't hold me to it. We are trying to figure out a good solution this quarter. I think we have a good solution. We will try to deliver multiple WordPress instances within a single location. But if that doesn't happen, it means we probably hit some infra issue or something. It might get delayed a little bit, but that is in the work. It's in the plans.
Thank you. And I guess this is going to be a follow-up. I don't want to monopolize all the time. And if I have to contact support, let me know. I have a client who's trying to import her existing WordPress site from a third-party old host, and she's using the all-in-one plugin as was suggested, but the import's just not taking. Best next step would be support, speak to us, or do you think it could be a problem with the plugins?
So there are certain, it's funny. So certain third-party hosting companies don't want you to migrate easily, and that's why even with the all-in-one migration plugin, when they build the package, they intentionally sort of change the directory style. So what you could do is if you could just open a support and right at the top, just say that please escalate to Shivam so that it reaches me directly and you don't have to wait. And just sort of give me the location ID. Just tell me the third-party provider that you were using previously so that we can make some changes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike, for the great questions. Next one we have is from Adam. Do we have anything within the system that would work like Fair Harbor for rental and guided tour companies? And likewise, do we have anything similar to Escapia/Hostaway for vacation/property managers in the works?
Is this related to booking? I'm hearing these names for the first time.
Yeah, I'm here for the first time. Thanks for, well, I've been on a couple town halls, but a long-time listener, first-time caller, So yeah, like for instance, I have a jet ski rental, snowmobile rental, kayak rental, golf cart rental, stuff like that. These clients use Fair Harbor, which charges a 6% fee on every transaction. That goes on top of whatever the client's cost is for the item. I didn't know if there was something within subscriptions or something like within what we already have that would work similarly to this. And then with the vacation rental, property rental thing, just
Adam, do you live in a tourist town? Because I live in Puerto
I live in
Vallarta.
Southwest Florida. So we just got hit by Ian actually, but we're trying to come back strong,
Yeah,
And,
we have a lot of friends that use Fair Harbor for their tour businesses as well. So I think the new quantity stuff in the two-step order form could actually get you out of Fair Harbor. I actually haven't thought about that since it came out. That's really new.
Mm-hmm.
The rental stuff, we're not there yet because you need like the check-in, check-out. And right now the calendar only does the one, but we'll get there for sure. But yeah, I would dig into the new quantity stuff because that might be what people need that are selling tickets, because that's what we were missing is, hey, I want to buy 4 tickets for adult and 2 for kid.
Great. That sounds good.
And one small follow-up from me. So you're talking about something like a 6% commission. So are you saying that when your client makes a sale, you would want to collect a portion of that for your agency? Was that being asked?
Not necessary. I'm
Okay,
more just
got it.
trying to eliminate the 6% that the agency has
Got
got
it.
to pay on every transaction. And then they run through Stripe, but since they have such a bulk amount of clients, it's only like 1.9%. So that's not bad at all for processing. But I would like to get, and actually in the processing question, sorry, just to change gears just a little bit, with auth.net becoming available possibly as a payment portal, I work with local payment processing companies. They use auth.net. Are we going to be able to integrate that, or is this going to be just through the GHL system and something that we have access to?
Yeah,
So
as
this,
of now,
yeah, go ahead, Prashant. Sorry.
yeah, as of now, the plan is that we'll integrate with auth.net, and the integrations that auth.net offers, they will be applicable for the locations within high level, but not third-party integrations. Like we are in the planning phase for this. So probably we can include scoping that down. But as far as I can see in the first iteration, it would be just auth.net integration with merchants having their account with auth.net. They're able to connect it in a similar way as Stripe, and they're able to accept payments through that gateway. This will be the first.
And then we'll be able to potentially lower the processing fee through auth.net. Or would that be the same?
It will be the same as what auth.net charges you at the moment.
Okay, great.
But just curious, Adam, what is the 6% for? What are you paying it for?
So the Fair Harbor has developed a really sleek software that basically you can give them all of your clients' rental items and tour information, and then they'll build a light box and just throw that on your website so that everything is operating through the Fair Harbor system and their dashboard and so on and so forth. But so for instance, I'll build in either WordPress or Duda as my CMS, depending on what is necessary. And then they're able to just get client access to that and go in and just do it for me. So the 6% is essentially, it becomes a lot over time, but for the client that doesn't want to spend any extra money on the front end for a software that is, for instance, going to be like a monthly charge, Fair Harbor is a great option because there's no monthly charge to the client on that.
Yeah. So it is 6%.
It's an e-com system for tour operators that they just drop a script on your site and everything goes through a modal.
Yep.
Got it. So it is 6% plus whatever the processor fee is what you're paying. I mean, your customers are paying.
Yeah. Right. So the customer doesn't have to pay the 6%, the client or the end user does. So the end user rents it and then that goes straight to Fair Harbor. The client only has to pay the processing fee on their Stripe account through Fair Harbor.
Got it.
Cool. All right. Well, we're about to hit 2 hours, so let's wrap it up there. I think we got through all the questions. I will leave you guys with an awesome little nugget that I picked up yesterday. If you have a new iPhone and you update your OS to the new, what is it, Ventura or whatever, like you can now use your phone camera as your webcam, and it is insanely good. So like I have a full DSLR setup I'm going to get rid of. I just need to get a tripod that's the right height for my camera. But if you're doing video, check it out. I mean, it's amazing. If that, see you guys next month.
Hey, hang on. If I could break in for 2 seconds. I've asked this for months and a lot of people are wondering about it. The all elusive reschedule in the workflow, because rescheduled is an action trigger everywhere else, but in the workflow.
This is kind of confusing because it's magical, right? Who can explain how this works?
Do we have here? Suresh? Yeah, he's working on this right now. He's not here. Gus, let me connect with you separately on this because it will take a few minutes for us to sort of get you understand your case and also explain how this works.
That's
but I can tell you that we are improving this also, and I'll give you a list of things that we're doing this quarter to improve that.
Well,
so I'll just drop my link in the chat so you can book a call.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Great month.
Bye, everyone. See you guys next month.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
See ya.